Show, Drake explains why he remains single. Welcome in, family, man. Welcome back to the Jahmad Show, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode. This would not be a show without you. I really, thoroughly appreciate your attendance. And today, we got a doozy for you. As always, before we get into the show, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. This helps the channel grow, and you guys have been doing a phenomenal job. I have to give it up to you. Pat yourself on the back, please, for me. I would do it myself if I was near you. But right now, you just hear me. Now, I really appreciate every last one of y'all, for real, man. It's been great these last few weeks, if I'm being very transparent. I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of years now, going on a few. And I'll be real, man. I've had my ups and downs, and I should do it, and I just don't do it, and I do it when I'm on it, da. And, there's an evolution. Life is about ebbs and flows. And today, I'm in my bag, man. This moment today, I'm in my bag. And I want to share that with you. Make sure you get in your bag. Make sure you become the best version of yourself in every possible way. Put yourself in the best position so you can win out here. Very important to win. Winning is essential in life. Winning is necessary. And you don't have to be the most successful person in the world. But you have to be happy. I feel like happy is a necessity. Be happy. Good old mushroom coffee. Also, if you are at Instagram, go ahead and follow the IG at rakifjahmad. Once again, that's rakifjahmad if you're listening. But if you're watching, you can see it right there on the screen. Also, if you didn't know you could listen to the show, you can absolutely listen to the show. You got to go through YouTube Music. YouTube Music, man, you can listen and ride to it. Such a pleasant experience. I mean, you get the music, you get the good tones of your boy voice, and you get game. You can go where you want to go. Man, Rakif, I missed the show. Obviously, you can catch it live or you go to the rebroadcast, but you can always listen to it on your ride, wherever you're at. If you're at the gym or wherever, go ahead and pop me in, and boom, I'll show up every day for you. So anyways, today's topic is another rendition of protecting your peace. But before we dive into today's topic, I got some comments that I want to dive into, man. And let me make sure I got this even loaded up correctly. Because there was I'm glad I could do this real time here. There was a comment left that I missed, apparently. There was a comment that I left that I missed, and I thought it was, I don't know if I thought it was funny. However, it was interesting to say the least. And I want to bring it to you guys' attention. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into loaded phrases. All right, man. Today on Loaded Phrases, we got a comment coming by way of boss player, strong and independent. He left 2 comments. And this is going back to the 19 Keys Joy Taylor episode that I made. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. So his first comment says, 19 Keys is not special. Joy Taylor will marry him and split his money. He's money. I gotta read this how he said it. I know he meant his money. Split he's money. High value, no value. She will split your money. No, one is exempt from a woman's biology. I read that how he wrote it. If you're listening, if you're watching, you see that right on the screen. That was his first message. That's how he feels. Then he follows up with another message and says, I've been a homeless drug addict all my life. I'm very handsome and very attractive. Very high value women buy my dope and pay me to watch me sleep. Please believe it. I don't know what just happened here. The sheer message made me stumble over my words. I couldn't believe it. What are we talking about? You are handsome and very attractive, and high value women buy your dope. The first thing he said, I've been a homeless drug addict all my life. Like it's a flex. Fellas. Fuck we doing? What is this, man? Is this what I signed up for? Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know what's going on in today's world. I'm sorry. Listen, brother. I feel for you. If that is the highlight of your life, we doomed. Yeah, this shit pretty much over. I might as well pack this podcast up and go on to hell about my business. Hey, listen, man, more power to you. That's your life. If it works for you, it works for you. But I would encourage you, man, to don't glorify being a homeless drug addict. That's not a flex, bro. That ain't a flex. And it's hard for me to even believe that shit, to be completely honest with you. But hey, stranger things have happened. They got 4 seasons of it. Anyway, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, but this is, I encourage y'all to leave comments, and this is why I bring the information to the show. I can't make this shit up. Like this is legit. This is not coming from Rakif. This is the community that we in, and I appreciate every last viewer. Trust me, I really, really do. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for commenting. But I would be remiss if I didn't keep it real with you. Strive for a little bit more, my man. But I appreciate the comment. Anyway, without further ado, man, let's dive into today's topic. Once again, it's protecting your peace. And I got a clip that I want to play for y'all. This is a few years ago, so I don't know if y'all know, but this was right after the whole Pusha T and Drake beef. So it was kind of like me going back in time machine, just doing research. Ran across this interview, and I kind of watched it, but it was so long, I don't remember watching this in full. So I watched it in full, and there was a particular part that he said, and that it brought up about him in relationships. And I said, you know what? That would be a great clip to play on the show, because it literally falls in line with the messaging that I've been preaching on this show through the entirety of the show. And this was 6 years ago, so far before I even made the show, right? So without further ado, let's dive into it and see what the good brother Drake has to say about his status of relationships.
I look at Drake as like the hopeless romantic when you listen to songs like Marvin's Room and things like that. Like you say, that's like not a lifestyle you can get into. Like, where are you at right now?
Well, I only say that line because I find so many people challenging me, like, oh man, like, you know, you can't be single forever, like you. But then, like, you know, sometimes you look behind the curtain at a lot of people's relationships, and they're just not as like peachy as they seem. So that was just kind of my shot at like anybody who feels like, oh, like you should have settled by now. I love my space.
It gets good after this. Keep in mind now, I've never seen this part of the interview. And I said, hold on, that sounds very, very familiar. Let's continue.
I love my work, and I love my routine. And for me to break that for somebody, it would just have to be like a really special person that fits into that puzzle and that is supportive of the things I'm doing. Have to be somebody that has taste in music. It'd have to be somebody that, you know, that I get along with so much to the point that when we're separate, I'm feeling like I can't function properly without their presence. I have come across it a few times.
Yeah.
I've yet to be able to hold on to it for whatever reason. But yeah, I just really, you know, I'm the captain of a ship, and I look behind me and I see a lot of people on board, and you know, full steam ahead. That's just kind of how I have to keep rocking for right now.
So let's jump right into it. Appreciate that clip from Rap Radar. The link is in the description if you want to check out the full interview, which is really still a really dope interview to me. But let's dive into it. Basically, he's saying the same thing that I've been preaching pretty much the entirety of the show. Literally, that is where I'm personally at in my own life, and why that statement alone resonated, because I feel like a lot of men and women alike are in that space. People get to a certain point in life where you don't want to rock the ship too much. You've built what you might consider somewhat of an empire. You've built this lifestyle. You've gotten to a place and point in life where you have a routine, life is good, there's no bullshit, for lack of a better word. It's, you know, you come in, you do your thing, you go home, and you rinse and repeat. And it's a beautiful, beautiful mixture and lifestyle. Everything just flows well. Like, I have my routine. I get up, I drink my coffee, I do the show, I go to my career, my full-time day job at this point. Then I get off and I might go to the gym, or I have some wind down time or whatever. I read my books. I do certain things that I don't like any disruption. And it's peaceful. It goes back to what Dr. Orion Teraband, which is why I want to put these two clips kind of together about protecting your peace, is he literally, from a very successful man who has it all. That's the other thing. This is a man who has it all. And Dr. Orion Teraband was saying the same thing. From the solitude standpoint, you have a guy on this side of the spectrum who hates himself, who doesn't like himself, to the point to where he can't be in solitude. He has to have somebody. He ended up basically choosing the wrong person just so he can't be, so he won't be alone. And you have someone like Drake who actually loves himself so much and loves what he built that the optionality, the market size for the woman that will actually fit into his space become much more narrow, because he's much more selective, because he's protecting his peace. He's protecting this career that he's built, this lifestyle that he built. You know what I mean? You don't want somebody coming in and starting to demand things and want to switch this up and all that bullshit. Like, I could do without you. You wasn't here to help me build this, and now that I'm here, I don't want somebody to come in and now all of a sudden tell me, well, I want this and I want that. I don't give a damn what you want. What about what I want? Look at what I built. So I understand completely, and this resonates with me. in my dating journey alone, I had 2 serious relationships and have dated a lot in between those. A lot of dope women, maybe not for me, but a lot of dope women. And one of the main things that I notice is women will have what they consider a fairy tale lifestyle. A fairy tale lifestyle. And they'll see my lifestyle and immediately be like, well, this is nice, Rakif, but I don't see a family being raised in here. Now, when I had my townhouse, that was a little different. Here, they definitely like, we're going to do something different. I'm like, nah. Who said that I want that? You see what I mean? Like, we never had that discussion to where, how about you talk to me about that first? You know what I mean? Don't just push that on me. What did I do I didn't ask you about that. And all of a sudden you pushing your narrative on me. What about what I've built? What about what I want? What about this? Why can't we just do this? Maybe I want that with you. But my whole point is, in his situation, if I've already calculated to where I've gotten to this point, that means you could probably bet your last dollar that I've calculated where I'm going, at least to a certain degree. And that was already before I even knew you existed, before you were in my life. So there's a high possibility that in order for you to come into my space, you need to already fit in it or be integrated in what I got going on, not the other way around. And I say this to also help women out. Ladies, when you look at a man's life, see how you could be integrated in his life. Don't necessarily just start throwing what you want. You can want what you want. That's completely fine. That's fair. But try to get with a man that's already going to provide that. Not you tell him what you want and he tries to be that. I think that's where people go wrong and then they end up getting divorced after 5 to 7 years. Because your goals and dreams were completely different from his goals and dreams. Y'all shared those goals and dreams together, but it was never authentic. It was contractional. It was transactional. And then now, after 5 to 7 years, you realize that you start to resent this person because you're not really doing the shit that you set out to actually do, and vice versa. So now you're just living with a roommate. They get on your nerves, and you still got to clean up their dirty clothes. You still try to uphold whatever relationship, agreement that y'all had for the sake of the relationship, but it's not really what you wanted. So I think it starts with men. I think it starts with men being, once again, the best version of themselves, going out and accomplishing what you're accomplishing. And I think there is going to take some bending with some women, not all women, some bending with the idea specifically. Initially, I encourage women to say, you know what? Let me think a little different. Let me think for myself for once. And question the traditional way people present relationships to you. Men do it too. Start to question this. We are in the information age. Let's stop buying into the traditional way of things that we're taught that we should do because we should do them. Take a moment and question why. Why should I do these things? And then when you question it, seek the answer. Start doing your own research. Because I ask women all the time, they be like, well, I want to get married. Because I'm dating, whatever. I want to get married. I want this. And I say, well, why? Why do you want that? And then some will say religious reasons. Some will say, well, I just want that. I always want the family. It's like, okay, I understand that's what you wanted, but why do you want it? You just saying I want it that's not rooted in an actual description or explanation of the reasoning behind. Like if you were to say, well, Rakif, why are you doing a podcast? I don't do a podcast because I want to do a podcast. I do a podcast because I want to help people. I feel fulfilled. It's purpose driven. It's fulfilling for me. You You see what I'm saying? I know all through my life journeys and the things that I've learned, I'm giving that to you. So what's your reasoning for wanting to be in a relationship? That should be a purpose. There should be a purpose behind that. There's a podcast called My Future Wifey. Don't remember the guy's name. My mom actually put me on the podcast, but he talks about purpose partners. Purpose partners. Basically, we are here together for a reason, not because we want to be. See, that's another reason why I strongly believe relationships don't work. But you got to have two people that believe in that same narrative. Like, what is the purpose of us being together? Not because you cool and we like each other and we going in, okay, we want to buy a house and okay, then what? Because life is not about acquiring materialistic things. Success is not about just going out and making a bunch of money. Because once you do that, then where's the motivation? Where's the motivation come from? To me, it's about living a life purposefully. Why are we here and what are we doing and what are we trying to do to encourage people or help society or help the community give back? Put in, deeply rooted ideas of success. Let's push the culture forward in some kind of way. Let's be of service to people in some kind of way. And for us to get together to do that and love doing that together sounds like a very long lasting, beautiful relationship. This is just a theory. I'm not a relationship coach. I'm not a relationship therapist. And I've never done that. But out of all the other failed opportunities that I've done, it's like, so I'm an engineer by trade. And we do a lot of what they call troubleshooting. Troubleshooting starts with a process of elimination. Meaning, if you apply the same idea of thinking, of troubleshooting a computer, well, this isn't working, so let's try this. This isn't working, so let's try this. Let's try this. And you process of elimination, all the things that it could be to narrow it down what it possibly is. I believe the same way that practical thinking is on working on a computer or whatever it is, you can apply it to a relationship. If you have failed relationships and you try multiple things, you had failed dating experiences with different women, going this approach, okay, this didn't work. Process of elimination would say and suggest that maybe, just maybe, the idea of being with a partner who you both understand is purpose driven and not just what you want. I see a lot of women, because I don't date men, so I wouldn't know what men are saying on that end. But I see a lot of women say, I want this, and it's like, where's the purpose in it though? Where's the purpose? You see what I'm saying? So I encourage every last one of y'all, man. Live a life of purpose, fulfilling, be purposeful, not just simply enjoying life. You got to enjoy your life too. Do what you want to do and feel fulfilled within yourself. But also, I truly believe purpose has something to do with other people. And when you find a person that your purposes align with each other, now you have a reason to be together. I'm gonna leave it there, man. Sometimes I get that game and I gotta exit. Nah, real talk, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all for tuning in to the Jamal Show, man. Thank y'all again, man. I think this was a great show. Like I said, I came across that clip and it resonated with me. So hopefully this show resonated with you. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you leave a comment, it might pop up on the show. You might be in the show. So make sure it's a good one. Nah, but either way, man, I really, really appreciate y'all, man. This has been helping the channel grow. And the more content we do like this, the better, I believe. Anyways, let me know what y'all think down in the comments if you agree any of this or not. I'm open for all of it. I'm open for the discussion. That's the point. Also, you can also follow me on Instagram at rakifjahmad, right there on the screen. If you can't see it, you're listening to it. It's rakifjahmad, RAKIFJAHMAD. rakifjahmad, right there on Instagram. And I do follow back. Let me know you came from YouTube. Leave it down in the comments. Hey man, this is my handle. I followed you, and I got you. And of course, I got the PLP apparel on today. Shout out to PLP Apparel. You already know what time it is, man. It stands for promoting love and positivity. If you go to plpapparel.net, you can find you some really nice gear, especially for the summertime, swimming trunks, bucket hats, really nice, comfortable shirts too. The shirts we make are really, really nice. Great for boating, great for day out at the pool, day at the beach, anything like that. Really comfortable. You can even sleep in it. A walk around the house shirt. My cousin, man, I sent him a shirt a while back, and he absolutely loves it. Wears almost every single day. So really, really made well and stylish at the same time. You can go from wearing it at the beach to wearing it around the house to wearing it to dinner. I'm not even joking. It's that stylish. So check it out, plpapparel.net. Once again, that's plpapparel.net. Also, if you want to support the show in a different way, man, you can go to thejahmadshow.com. Once again, that is thejahmadshow.com. And we got merch on there, man. Mugs, hats, hoodies, beanies, jackets, t-shirts, the whole nine. Also, that's another way you can follow the show. We have all of our podcasts in one place. And if you want to reach out to me, you can go to collab@thejahmadshow.com. Once again, that's collab@thejahmadshow.com. Or you can go to the contact tab and leave me a message, send it directly to me if you want to know about the podcast equipment, if you want to know about the show, if you got a question you just want to ask me directly, you could do so right there at the contact tab or collab@thejahmadshow.com. Well, ladies and gents, that's all I got. That is all I have for today. Make sure y'all tune in to the show tomorrow. I've been going hard every day. So I'm planning on being on here tomorrow, and unless something happens and changes. You can also follow me on TikTok too, at the Jahmad Show. At the Jahmad Show. TikTok been going up too. That's one of my bigger platforms. I need to start putting that on here somewhere. But anyways, without further ado, man, we're going to call it a wrap for today. But make sure you have a blessed day. I appreciate y'all listening and tuning in. You are the greater part of the show. But y'all know the deal. Until next time, love. Peace.